Love it or hate it, it's a staple of Halloween. I personally like candy corn, but it does make me feel like I'm chewing on candle wax. So even better, right? A couple years ago, I spoke about a movie called Candy Corn in a video titled October Movie Recommendations. I was only able to talk about it a little bit, and I said it's only enjoyable because of how bad it is. But I didn't truly get to delve into its awfulness. I'm going to do that today. On a side note, I'm starting to feel like I like bad movies better than I like good movies. Don't get me wrong, it takes a lot of talent to make a good movie. But to make a movie that's so incredibly awful that it becomes enjoyable, now that's pure talent. And if that statement bothers you, maybe it's time you looked inward and realized you take movies way too seriously. They're supposed to be fun. Alright, on to the movie. This film, like several other horror films, revolves around a group of bullies at a local carnival. A mentally disabled teenager named Jacob Adkins works at this carnival, and the bullies don't like him, so they decide to play a prank. Basically, this prank just involves beating him up.
When he gets there, we'll rough him up, strip him down. Everyone to get a few laughs. He'll run home to Mommy, and we'll be back to Steve's house in time to celebrate another successful Halloween.
You guys are unreal.
Okay, I have an honest question here, and I'm not trying to be offensive or whatever, but why does it seem like every time there's a disabled person in a horror movie that the bully's reaction is just to beat that person up? It happens in this movie, it happens in Pumpkinhead 2, It, the movie. You could even go all the way back to Todd Browning's Freaks from 1932. I just always wondered why that is. Like, do horror directors just want to beat up disabled people? Is that some deep desire they have? Oh, hey, look, that guy has a stutter. Let's go beat the crap out of him. As you probably could have guessed, this prank goes too far and they end up killing the poor kid. Fortunately for Jacob, the carnival has a resident shaman by the name of Dr. Death. Dr. Death, that's the best you could come up with. Alright. Dr. Death performs some ritual that brings Jacob Adkins back from the dead. Now he can exact revenge on the bullies that killed him.
Pass again through the mortal door. Come to thou, and walk once more.
Bringest thou great calamity, thine destruction est evermore. Divine calamity, thou is. I think the directors of this movie wanted the name Jacob Adkins to sit right there next to the likes of Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Jason Voorhees. But when I hear it, I just think of the Adkins diet. We now get to meet the town sheriff, played by the greatest actor of all time, Courtney freaking Gaines. Malachi himself.
Outlander! We have your woman! She still lives!
It's Courtney. Courtney Gaines. This is Courtney. Courtney Gaines. What? Courtney. Courtney Gaines. This is Courtney. Courtney Gaines. He's my boy. It's Courtney. Courtney Gaines. I said it's Courtney. Courtney Gaines. Jacob sets out to murder all the bullies while the sheriff investigates. This becomes even more complicated when we learn that the main bully is actually the sheriff's son. Oh my.
Yeah, I know, Carol. My dad's the sheriff, remember?
This all leads to some pretty ridiculous shenanigans. Jacob leaves candy corn on the bodies of his victims. Why? I don't know why. Just 'cause? So they could call the movie Candy Corn, I guess?
Look, man, we're just kind of freaked out. Don't you think it's sort of weird?
No, Bobby, I don't think it's weird.
People are saying he had candy corn shoved down his throat. Isn't that a little coincidental?
Anyways, we're introduced to a bunch of silly characters from the carnival and around town.
You picking up what I'm laying down?
Oh, Gus, you're the coolest, brother. You know that?
Even the candy man himself, Mr. Tony Todd, plays one of the carnies.
You want to be a hero? Then tell them truth. Please let us die with a speck of dignity.
Other than that, the story is pretty much your stock slasher fare, and there's not a single good acting performance to be found. However, there is enough cheese, over-the-top blood, and homages to classic horror to keep you and a group of friends entertained throughout. So pop open a bag of candy corn and check this one out. Oh man, I totally forgot. Let's head over to our segment, Rodney's Prison Corner. Rodney, you there? Weird. I wonder where he is. Probably scrubbing toilets or something. Well, I hope you guys have a good Halloween season. Watch some horror movies. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Yes, you'll never catch me now, coppers. Freedom! Yes.
Courtney Gaines is the greatest actor in the history of Earth. Courtney Gaines is the greatest actor in the history of Earth.